Hi guys, thanks for joining me on today's section of my videos. Yeah, I'm Lydia, and so on today's edition, we will be discussing on how to handle stress. In general, we're gonna be discussing about it. So here with me, I have few points that I already listed out before the video. So I'm going to be starting with the number one. So, when you're passing through some hard times in life, the first thing you need to know is understanding that it's a phase and it's going to pass with time. Because you knowing that this situation, it's not going to last forever, it's just going to have for a particular period of time. Each seasons in life comes with its own problem. So you understanding that the problem you're facing at this time of your life, it's not going to be there forever. It's still going to fade away with time. The main thing you just need to do is just to like try to cope with it. Coping with it, figuring out solutions is the main thing you need to do, because worrying about it will not sort it out, and like being depressed about it would also not sort it out. I understand that we are all humans. The way we react to situations and stress around us is different, but at the same time, you have to be able to control yourself, take control of your emotions when you're handling stress, and understand that today's problem is going to be the future story. So you're going to talk about it sometime. That's if you would, of course. You're going to talk about it in the future, like, oh, there was a time I was passing through this phase, and eventually, oh yeah, it got sorted out eventually. So understanding that it's a phase, like it's going to fade off with time, is the key to subduing your stress. That's the number one key you should understand. And the number two is talk to someone you can trust with your issues. Talk to a friend, a trusted friend, or maybe a family member that you are close with. Discuss with them, make them understand the problem you're facing and how you're struggling with your stress, how you're trying to cope with your daily activities. And let them advise you from their own point of view. Remember, you're talking to someone who is trusted, more like a role model, more like someone you're looking up to. So try, like, let them tell you stuffs, let them advise you based on their own perspective, how they would handle the situation if they were the one in the problem. And after they advise you, you don't have to buy all the advice you get from someone you really trust or your friend you're sharing your problem with. You don't have to buy all the advice, but you can, I'm sure you will be able to pick at least one or two things from what they're trying to tell you. And then you can try to use their opinion on your situation. And if you think that, oh, maybe all what they're saying, it's not possible for you, it's like you're stuck, and then just leave it. But you talking to them and letting them know what you're passing through, you letting it out, is also a process of relieving stress itself. Because if you don't tell someone, you just end up bothering yourself about it. You just end up being depressed about it. You just end up stressing yourself about it. And the stress you're giving yourself and the depression you're giving yourself won't even sort out the problem. So if you're talking to someone about it, someone you trust about it, and you hear their point of view about it, you can also see a particular point of view. Maybe you might not have actually thought about it that way. So it might be an option for you. It might give you the platform you've been looking for. It might, like, you talk to some people at times and you just figure out, oh, why have I been stressing myself about all this? I should have told you earlier on, and then, oh, that's it. But if you think, oh, you can't share it with anybody, then I think the next options we'll be talking about would be for you. If you think, oh, you don't want to share your problem with anybody, some people are pretty much private with almost every of their things, and they don't even want to share it. But it's not good, because no man is an island of his own. I think, if I'm correct with that proverb, I think so. Yeah. So it's good to talk about it and just see from other people's perspective. And the number three is, if the stress you're passing through is financial, I think you can talk to someone who can help you about it. If it's a financial problem, talk to someone you think, oh, this person might be capable of helping me. Yeah, it's not good to put your trust in someone, of course, I get it, but at least trying it's not bad. You can try it out, you can ask for help. And if they offer it, good, you're in luck. And if they don't offer it, it's still okay. Don't let it discourage you on asking the next person you think can help you. And if it's an emotional stress that involves some other people, maybe you are angry with someone or someone is hurting you or any kind of stress at all, if it's emotional, then I think it's better to talk to the person involved. Because if you're grieving inside of you, it's not going to help you. Maybe with time you might get over it, but if you think it's going to be hard getting over it with time, then it's better you talk to the person involved. Hey, this is it, I need you to know this is what you did, I don't like it, or this is where you like bridge the road, or just tell the person, talk to the person. And if the person is also well matured enough, then the person should be able to exchange words. But try while telling the person, be polite enough, and make sure the person don't get angry in the process. Of course, you can control someone's emotions, but talk to the person in a way that it's not like insultive, in a way that it doesn't look like you're talking down on them, in a way that it doesn't look like you're blaming them for everything. Don't talk to someone you want. It's just like having a discussion between two adults. So don't talk to them as if you're blaming them for wrongs, because of course nobody wants to be blamed for something. So yeah, it takes maturity to accept that you're wrong. So it's okay, just let them know, talk to them. Even if they discuss about it, if they flare up and like talk back at you and say, oh no, blah blah blah, just leave it and just let it slide. At least you already made your own points clear. You already told them, hey, this is what you did, I don't like it, or this is where you were like giving me stress or something. At least you did your own part, and it's going to even help to relieve that stress from you. And if the person is willing to talk, of course you guys talk it out, and that way you can find a level compromise, and yeah, the stress is sorted out. Yeah, and also another thing you need to know is that having to ask for help does not really reduce your self-worth. Yeah, and if it does in some scenarios, maybe you think, oh, if you beg from this person or if you ask for help from them, it might actually make them feel like, oh, so she doesn't have, or so he can't even cater for himself or something. Even if it reduces your self-worth to an extent, which I know it won't, so far you get the help you really need. Just imagine if they tell you, oh, so you can't even take care of yourself, and at the end of the day, after the blah blah blah, they still give you what you need. Then what's the point? You just ignore the talks and get your help and go. The talks doesn't even take anything from your body. So just get your help regardless of whatever they think. But if you think it's something that would really, really reduce your self-worth, that it's so like disgracing or embarrassing, then maybe just figure out another way or ask someone else. Yeah. So the next point on how to deal with your stress is avoid transfer of aggression. Because some people, when they are really stressed, they don't want to like communicate with anybody. They just want to be on their own. They don't want to talk to anybody, or even if they want to, they might take it up on the next person to them. So avoid transfer of aggression, because if you're having a problem, the person you want to transfer it on don't know about it. So if you're transferring your aggression on them, it's just like you're hurting them unintentionally, of course. But think about it, if you're the one that did that kind of stuff too, it's not really pleasing. So it's better to avoid transfer of aggression, because you might end up hurting someone you don't even want to hurt. You might end up regretting on the way you talk to them or the way you transferred your aggression on them. So avoid transfer of aggression when you're dealing with stress. If it's possible, just be on your own and just let it calm down. Or maybe look for some hobby. Look for something you can do that can take the stress off your mind. Look for something like you can hang out with friends, so that you don't like stay stuck in the house thinking of how you can find a solution. Oh, what should I do? Just don't bother about it. Hang out with friends and let it go away, because worrying about it won't actually help. You know that already. And yeah, it's good. Don't transfer your aggressions on your friends or people around you. Try to control your emotions. Try to control what you're passing through. Don't be aggressive on people. Just because you're in a particular phase does not mean you're going to be there for life, and it does not mean that you can always correct the mistake you've made. Of course you can correct your mistake, but some mistake I had to correct because you might have let out words that hurt them badly in a way that they won't even be expecting you to do that. So try not to transfer your aggression on people around you when you're passing through a stressful situation. That would really help. So the next one is weighing your options, the options of solutions you have, the options of how you can handle it. You can just, for some people, it works for them to just think and create different options in their brain. And if you think that does not work for you, then it's better take a pen, take a paper, write out answers you think can solve out your problem. You can make a list of 3 options you think might work for you and try to weigh each options well. Check out the risks involved in each options. Don't be scared of risk in trying to get out of stress, or in trying to achieve what you really want to do, or in trying to sort out your problem. Don't be scared of risk, because everything comes with its own risk. So it's something that can't be avoided, except you want to stay stuck on the level you are and you don't want to progress. So don't be scared of risk at all. Every options have its own risk. So list out your options, weigh your options well, and check out the ones you can really handle. Like the option that, okay, if you venture into this, I might get stuck in the middle, but if I press on very well, maybe I would escape it. Just weigh your options. People do things in different ways. People handle their stuffs in different ways. Just weigh the options you have and take the reasonable risks that you can afford, depending on the scenario. Choose your risks wisely. Choose the plan you want to do to overcome your stress or overcome your problem wisely, because don't do what might end up bringing you back to square zero, but choose wisely. Not always have a backup plan. Like, if this doesn't work, what will I fall back on? If this doesn't work, what will happen? Just try it out, because if you're not trying out any option, it's just like you're stagnant and doing nothing. But if you think not trying out anything and waiting for the phase to pass is going to work fine for you, good, go for that. But if just sitting and not doing anything is not going to help, just try out the options you list out. Try out any of the options that okay, you can afford, and do it with all your mind. Invest in it. Try to figure out a way, because there is difference between just saying, okay, I will do this, and you're not putting all your mind and you're just like sluggishly doing it. It's okay to be scared about risking it, but just do it anyway and put your mind in it, and definitely a solution will come out of it. And if you think, oh, you don't even want to try any risks, my dear, sorry, everything comes with its own risk. So except you want to stay in your comfort zone, and it's not advisable to just stay in your comfort zone if you really want to move forward. So so the next point would be, you can listen to music, but choose your music wisely, because there are some music you listen to that even make you more depressed. Like, the lyrics of some songs is more like heartbreaking, and you don't want that kind of music now. Remember, your plan is to relieve yourself and to figure out a solution. So you don't want something that will be more depressing, something that will soak you more into your problem. So it's better to go for more like a Christian worship that elevates your mind is good. Just play something that can elevate your mind and get your mind out of what you're bothering about. Don't pick the ones that will make you more depressed. So that would help. Yeah, for a while you would get over it. And then when you get over it and you get your strength, and when you get your motivation, when you're motivated with the song and you believe, I cannot do it, and then go for it. So believe in yourself, it's the main key. And so the next point is, don't back off. Remember, backing off is a sign of surrender to failure. So it's not good to back off when you are passing through a phase. It's not good to back off. And also, if you don't want to back off, then it's good to check out your cards. Check out what you're dealing with. Check out what you're facing, because it's different issues for different people, of course, depending on what you're facing. Check out the possibility that you can win when you're trying out. It's just like a game of cards. Let me say game of cards. I know it's not cards, but let's just say it's a game of cards. Check out your cards. Know which one you have to do. Know, okay, yeah, if I go like this, will it bring what will I gain? What will it bring me? Like, what will I be able to achieve from it? Like, know who you're dealing with is also a good way. When you know what you're dealing with, then you have a better sight on how to handle it. So check out your cards. Know when, oh, there's no way. It's good to always, like, if you're playing games, it's good to know when oh, this card is not gonna get me anything, I'm gonna lose. So it's good to know when you've lost it already, so you can easily opt for some other option. And it's good to know when oh, I still have chances of winning. I still have chances of at least achieving a bit. It's good to know the chances you have. Check out your cards. Be sure about how you want to play it. Know who you're dealing with. Know what you're facing. Understand your problem. Understand what you're passing through, and know how to deal with it. Talk yourself into it. Don't back out, because backing out is not good. Face it. Don't run away from your problem. Face it and overcome it, because if you run away from your problem, it's going to keep repeating itself in different scenarios. So it's better to face it and handle it once and for all, so that even if it surfaces in the future, oh, it's not going to mean anything for you anymore. So check out your cards. Know what you're dealing with. Don't back out easily. And also know when, oh, okay, my chances are I'm not going to win and I'm not going to lose. I'm just going to stay in the middle. So if the middle is okay for you, then go for it. And yeah, target your middle. Target staying in the middle. Or better still, target the I word, and probably okay, yeah, eventually if I fall in the middle, it's good. Throw your darts. Don't be scared of throwing your darts. If you fall in the middle, it's good. If you fall up, it's good. But when you know the dart, when you're showing your mind that, oh, if I throw this dart, it might be on a losing side, then it's better don't opt for that options. Then go for something else. So never back off. Believe in yourself and go for it. It's good. Try yourself. Try things out. Not trying at all is even very bad. Like, when you don't try things out at all, it's very bad. That's like succumbing to your problems automatically. So try it out. It's not going to take anything. And if it's going to take something, check out if it's something you can cope with, if it takes or not. So know what you're dealing with. And then the final one is, don't let stress or problems get the best out of you, because it's not good. It's just not good. Don't let it get to you. Like, it's definitely going to get to you, but don't let it get the better version of you. Don't let the stress just weigh you down, that you don't even do any of your daily activities. You don't even try to make yourself happy. You just this moody around everybody around you. You're just passing the negative vibes. No, don't let the problems you're facing get the best out of you. Like, try. Like, I know it's not easy when you're passing through a phase. It's very easy to just stay locked up and pass all the bad moods. But try not to let it get the better version of you, because believe me, when you look back to the way you handled it, if it was getting the better version of you, you would have been like, oh, I should have done better. I should have actually not let it be that way. But if you don't let it get the better version of you. But if you look back and you see, oh, I was able to carry on with my normal daily activities, and I was able to still be happy despite what I was passing through back then. The way you handle your situation, it's very important. Don't let it get a better version of you, because you're always the best version of yourself, no matter what. Nobody is better than you. You're the best version of yourself, and nobody can always replace you. You are irreplaceable. So know that, and yeah, I pray God helps you to get a better insight on how to handle your stress in any time, anytime, any day, in any situation you find yourself. So stay blessed, and thanks for watching, and that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and please don't forget to like this video, share with your friends and loved ones, and please important, subscribe to my channel. It makes a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.